Hi, everybody, and welcome to the FBC Sports Balls Podcast, Episode 4. Once again, I'm Kyle Barber, Max Klingensmith, and Matt Moscow. I'm Colton Waters. Today, we're going to be talking about, once again, some college football, and then we're going to get in both NFL and NBA, some teams that are doing really good that maybe most people weren't expecting, and some teams that are doing not so hot that people were expecting to do well. First, we'll start with college football, the best sport of all. Some top 5 rankings. I think Georgia's obvious number 1. Once again, it's been that way really since week 2 or 3. And then Cincinnati, number 2. Bama, number 3. These are my rankings, by the way, not the official rankings. And I got Ohio State at number 4, who's about to beat Penn State probably by 40 points. Spread's only 18.5. And then Oklahoma at number 5.
I see that being a lot closer than expected.
I wanna think that. I'm kind of trying to use some like reverse jinxes to get them to maybe keep it close, but like I just don't see.
Sean Clifford stinks.
Yeah, I know.
The offense is just bad. Also, I would flip Oklahoma and in your rankings, Oklahoma and Ohio State. I would go Oklahoma over Ohio State because Oklahoma is still undefeated.
Yeah.
Ohio State has 1 loss.
Yeah, I have to agree with Matt, and that's still kind of a toss-up, and I think it'll be a toss-up at the end of the year, and I think it just comes down to how Stroud's going to perform from now on.
And Caleb Williams, because I was thinking, okay, Oklahoma's a new team with Williams. They're going to dominate the rest of the year. His second start, 10-0 to halftime versus the worst team in the Big 12, Kansas. So
but
I don't really know what to
they've
think
done that.
about
Even when Rattler was starting, they've been in like close. Every game has been a close game with them, and they keep winning. So there's no way to keep them out of the playoff if they keep winning.
No, if they go
I don't
undefeated,
care how.
there's no way. They could even get in with 1 loss as long as they win the Big 12.
Yeah.
Because, beating Oklahoma State, if they end up doing that, it's, I think, the last game of the year, it usually is. And then they already beat Texas, and then whoever they beat in the Big 12. They should get in the playoff. I don't really see them not getting in the playoff. Yeah. Ohio State, I don't know what to think about them either, because
I just don't believe in them.
They didn't. That's what I thought earlier this season. I thought, wow, these guys are terrible. Dwayne Haskins, C.J. Stroud, Dwayne Haskins Jr., as he puts up a lot of empty numbers. He looks really good, but, if you watch the game, he misses. They hung 50 on a bunch of bad Big Ten teams.
Who was last week?
Last week, Indiana, who
stinks.
They're better than their record, but they're not that good. They destroyed them. It wasn't away night.
So, this game against Penn State is their first game against a real Penn State isn't like a top tier
Oregon
Big Ten team. No, I'm talking about the Big Ten. Okay. Just Big Ten. So they're gonna play Penn State. I guess that's kind of a test, even though Penn State.
I think this will show us a lot about Ohio.
But then, like Michigan State and Michigan, they haven't played either of those two yet, and
that'll be those in the season.
Those two, one of them might be in contention to put over. One of them, I'm just saying, one of them might be a better team than Ohio State.
Mm-hmm. I don't disagree with that. I think Ohio State definitely. I mean, I can't say for sure, but they definitely might have turned a corner.
Yeah, and I said it last time too, but I think like out of the 4, but probably 3 now, Big Ten East big teams, I think one of them, whoever wins out, is going to make the playoffs.
Yeah,
I mean, you can still technically Penn State, but it's going to take 3 miracles.
Penn State.
Even if they do win out. Well, here's the thing. Even if they do win out, they still might not even make the Big Ten championship.
Yeah.
Because they have 2 Big Ten
That's what I'm saying.
losses
It's going to take miracles.
They would need a shake-up. But
Next year's the year.
Oh, yeah. It always is.
2, 3
They always...
I should have gotten Aller.
Yeah, but he'll be a freshman, so...
Yeah, he moved up to the number 1... No, not... I think Aller's going to start, but he's a number 1 player, just got moved up in the 2022 recruits.
Flowers.
But anyway, between Michigan and Michigan State, like, I haven't watched.
This week.
They're playing this week. Okay, I was just gonna say I haven't watched either of those teams play very much. So I really don't know what to expect when I watch this.
I gotta take Michigan. I think Michigan's probably just out of my top 5. I got them at number 6. Michigan, I feel like this is the year. They're having fun.
No.
They're running the ball well. They're throwing the ball well.
No, man.
This is the year. Michigan State is kind of like Oklahoma, the Big Ten right now. They're beating the same type of teams Ohio State is, but they're winning by 3. And so Tuck is coming until they play Michigan this Saturday. And
I just don't like.
He's not coming anymore.
You remember that one speech McNamara did? I just don't like him.
Yeah, I don't. Usually have a tendency to hate Michigan players and Michigan in general.
Yeah, I'm the same way.
This year, I gotta be honest. It's a sin as a Penn State fan, but I'm kind of rooting for them.
No,
because they've just been
You're
beat
not
up
a
for
real
so
Penn State
long.
fan.
Yeah,
That's
you
not
can't.
true. That's ridiculous.
Well, what can you expect? He's not a real sports fan.
All right, let's move on to some NFL and NBA. The first segment is popular sports segment on some shows, pretenders or contenders. There have been a lot of teams, both at the start of the NBA season and now almost the midway point of the NFL season, that they've kind of been surprising a lot of people with their starts of the season. So we'll start off with the NFL. The Bengals, the current number 1 seed in the AFC, are they pretenders or contenders?
Contenders.
Yes,
They're gonna win half the division.
Maybe not that, but as a Steelers fan, I'm not fond of the Bengals, but they're a much more likable team than they've been the past 10 years. And with like young talent like Burrow's really excelling, and then Jamar Chase is playing out of his mind, which I saw some stats where if he keeps up his pace, he's on track to be top 10 in 3 different categories, 1 in all time and 2 in rookies. So
I don't think.
I don't think you will.
I don't think they're like.
They're not Super Bowl.
They might make the playoffs.
Yeah. Playoffs and contending for the division, but Super Bowl not long.
They're
in a
contending.
few years.
Are we saying Super Bowl contenders?
Could they win the Super Bowl?
No.
Do they have a chance to win the Super Bowl?
I think
I
anybody
think
in this segment isn't really they're definitely Super Bowl contenders.
Well, so the Cowboys, who's our next team, I think they're Super Bowl contenders.
Yeah.
The Bengals seem like, they've had they beat up on the Ravens, but I don't think they're gonna they're probably gonna go 13-4, 12-5, make the playoffs, and then probably lose their first game.
I agree.
That Ravens team's better than they played on Sunday.
Yeah, absolutely. But the Cowboys, I think they're a complete team.
Yeah.
They're a complete team, and I really think that Cowboys fans say it every year, but this could be their year. They're having fun. They're throwing the ball well. They're running the ball well. This could be their year.
I think it's going to be a repeat.
Finally have a good defense.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a repeat of their 13-3 year, where they're they're getting hyped. They're moving up. Their record's good.
And then
they go places, and then they're going to lose to a Rodgers, or they're going to lose to a Brady who just.
I don't think it's that type of year. I mean, there's so many good teams in the NFC.
Yeah, it's hard.
It's hard to say that to predict that they're going to the Super Bowl. Off camera, Adam Fellon, a Cowboys fan, is not too happy with that. If I were to predict it, I'm not going to predict that the Cowboys are going to win the Super Bowl or even make it. But do I think it's possible? Yes, absolutely.
The Cowboys just suck.
It's been the same story literally all of our lives, where the Cowboys are good or decent playoffs, and then they choke.
Yeah,
so that's Cowboys football the last 20 years.
This could be different. We'll have to see. I mean, between the Rams, the Buccaneers, the Cardinals, the Packers, any of those teams
Chargers
could definitely beat the Cowboys.
No.
Okay, so our last pretenders or contenders team for the NFL, the Raiders. Are they legit
pretenders?
I think they're complete pretenders.
Yeah, I mean, it's what Derek Carr's whole career has been. They fool you. They think they make you think they might be decent, and then halfway through the season they just start stinking. So it's
all of a sudden, this late in his career, Derek Carr is insane.
It's about time for them to start stinking.
He's just one of those players that rapidly flips from overrated to underrated.
At one point,
to
he was wasn't he the highest paid quarterback ever? And then the next couple of years, he played terrible. He's back a while ago.
For the Raiders?
Yeah, but
He might have been, but he's a good quarterback, but I just don't see. They might make the playoffs. I just don't see them. Like, they're not gonna go. Have they played the Chiefs yet?
Yeah, they won.
They beat the Chiefs. I don't
Right?
think they're gonna beat them again.
I don't know.
Oh, wait, they beat the Ravens, maybe.
Yeah, they beat the Steelers.
Yeah.
he was the highest paid player in the NFL at the moment, and then the next year he
Yeah,
just
that's crazy to me. Like I said, he goes from underrated to overrated.
No, they didn't play the Chiefs.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna beat the Chiefs. The Chiefs are gonna pick it up eventually.
Every
but-
year it feels like he's supposed to take the next step into like elite quarterback, and he like takes like two stutter steps and then just takes two
Yeah,
backwards.
that's a very good comparison.
And
Uh,
like, who else is on their team? Darren Waller.
I was trying to like analyze them and be like,
Jacobs.
explain
Josh
why they're
Jacobs.
I couldn't
pretenders,
name a
but
defensive player, but
Max
offensive.
Crosby playing out of his mind.
yeah,
Carl
Max
Nassib.
Crosby and,
Carl Nassib, yeah. That's about it.
No, they have that one
They
safety.
have Abrams.
Nelson.
Yeah,
Casey
Ab-
Hayward's
Abrams.
playing good this year.
But
Charles-
again,
I
Please
don't
excuse
know.
me for the announcement.
again, these
Students that have
guys are
received
not
a
leading them
Falcon
to the
Pride
Super Bowl.
pin
Might not
should
even
report to the
be leading
gymnasium
them
at this
to the
time.
playoffs.
Again,
We'll see.
students that have received
Yeah.
a Falcon Pride pin should report to the gym
Sorry
at
for the
this
announcements.
time.
Once
Thank you.
again, we're interrupting the Sports Balls podcast. We need to tell them to stop doing that. This is way more important than a Falcon Pride pin. I'm sorry, but okay. So on the NBA side, pretenders or contenders, the Bulls.
Pretenders. They have to be, dude.
I'm not,
Contenders.
No chance. Look, it happens every single year. There's a team that starts off good, and everyone.
it's very early in the NBA
I
season.
say they're pretenders for the championship, but at first, I think they went from beginning of the season to being like a 7 seed or 6 seed. The potential to be like a 4, maybe even 3.
They
or
could-
5.
They're gonna be fun. They're gonna
Yeah,
be
they're
fun to
gonna
watch.
be a great.
They could be a
long
high
team.
seed, but
Everyone's gonna love them.
Yeah.
teams like that have like a handful of really good players, but not quite elite. Like
Yeah.
Zach LaVine's a really good player,
He's not.
but he's not top 10.
Speaking of
He could
Levine,
make the leap this year, though.
Yeah.
he just passed Michael Jordan, and Bulls made 3-pointers.
Yeah, Jordan didn't shoot threes.
Yeah, he didn't shoot threes that much.
I just think that's wild.
Yeah,
No,
that
that's
is
crazy.
that does show how times change. Next team, the Hornets. Bulls and Hornets are 1 and 2 in the East right now. Hornets are 3 and 1. I'd say they gotta be pretenders. LaMelo
Yeah.
Ball has looked amazing this year.
Yeah.
Uh,
I just don't like who's his co-star, Bridges.
yeah.
Yeah. Bridges and like
I don't
TJ
even think
Washington.
Bridges is close to being an all-star yet.
I don't think they're gonna finish top 6 in the East.
And they don't have a sustainable big man. Like who's it been the last?
Yeah, it's been
4
like
years.
Cody Zeller.
Cody's. I was
Trent
about to say
Zeller,
Cody Zeller.
Biombo,
Yeah, they're pretenders.
And I don't think-
Timberwolves.
pretenders.
Anthony Towns has been great. Anthony Edwards has been great.
No team
Huge
from Minnesota
pretenders.
can ever be good at anything.
Huge
They're
pretenders.
supposed to be. They've always had the talent. Will they be able to put it together this year?
Is Russell
No.
still there?
I'm gonna say they are. I'm gonna say they are.
You haven't heard
Anthony
anything about him
Edwards.
since he left New York. Basically, he just
He
hasn't
fell off
been
the
good.
map.
Yeah, I have
Cat
no
has
clue about
not
the
that-
Yeah,
Russell.
Cat hasn't been.
He's been
anything.
underwhelming.
I
Anthony
think-
Edwards only gets pressed because he's a funny guy and he
he's
dunks
good.
every now and then. But
Carl
otherwise,
Anthony
they're not-
Towns. Yeah, but he's shooting very well
Yeah,
from 3 so
everyone's trying
far.
to do it. And
Carl Anthony Towns. He's my dark horse for MVP.
No,
Why?
no
He could do it.
chance.
He could
No
do it this
shot.
year. Adam's agreeing with me
Excellent
off
take.
camera.
no.
I just don't like him.
If you said that
I don't,
3 years
I don't
ago,
really.
maybe, but
Yeah, no, I agree with Kyle.
No, because
yeah,
because 3
He's
years ago
dropped down.
everybody was like, yeah, he's the next big star, and then he
Mhm.
kind
But
of
he's
like
not.
tailed off,
Yeah.
put up empty numbers. But if they're
It's
good,
not like he's
and
gotten worse these last 3
yeah,
years.
he hasn't gotten
Well, he
worse.
hasn't
The
gotten-
team,
he hasn't gotten better. He hasn't
yeah,
progressed.
they haven't found a way to win yet. This year, I think they will because Anthony Edwards is becoming what Andrew
Yeah.
Wiggins was supposed to be
Yeah,
there.
he's playing.
That's fair.
And I think I thought Anthony Edwards could be a bust. I thought what you thought, but he's showing some signs. Last year he was showing
Yeah.
some signs.
Yeah, I saw Bust too, because like all the stuff that came out, he wanted to be football, and football's his main sport, and then all this other stuff.
Well, I just
He's
didn't believe a
playing
guy from Georgia
outstanding.
who's like not even a tournament team could have been
Yeah.
like what the
But
number
yeah,
one
he's playing
team is.
amazing.
Talk about the Wizards.
We're not
What
talking about
about
the
Talk
Wizards.
about the
Let's talk
Wizards.
about
They're
Oh.
3-1 right now.
They
Yeah,
stink.
Contenders.
We don't have time for them.
Bradley Beal.
Let's move on to our
Smoking layup.
final segment, suck or bad luck. There are a lot of bad teams that were supposed to be good. Kyle put the Lions in
That's
here.
funny.
That is a terrible. Why are the Lions?
No, for
No
bad
one
luck.
ever- no
no, not okay.
No, the Lions suck.
No, for this though, are they an 0-17?
Yes.
Yes.
They are an 0-17.
Quite literally.
Yes, they are.
No,
No,
but
No,
I see
Yes,
what
Kyle,
truly,
they're
thank
by
you.
I see what
definition.
Kyle's saying.
I don't see what he's saying too,
Record
but it's the
field goal.
Detroit Lions.
I know.
No matter
I know.
what, they're gonna
And I
suck.
believe they're gonna go 1-15. But like honestly, I think
That's
they're more
impossible.
talented than a 1-15 team.
The answer is both. They suck and they have
Yeah,
bad luck.
exactly.
But mostly
They're the
suck.
Lions.
The next is a
If
Chiefs.
hold on, it's not bad luck if this is what you do for the last 15 years.
No,
No,
It's
no,
just-
it's
it's
been
terrible.
like this for 15
Proven,
years.
Like your organization just sucks.
Yeah,
Dan Campbell is awesome.
I like Dan Campbell.
I love that
Everybody
man.
does. You gotta look.
All right, anyway.
That's when
To an
the
extent, I think the Chiefs, it's bad luck. I feel like Mahomes just in a funk.
Yeah,
I'm
he'll
a
get,
fan.
he's
They're-
gonna be the
they're
best quarterback
fine.
ever. He'll get out of it.
Yeah, they're fine. They'll be completely fine. I still think they're Super Bowl contenders, to be honest.
I mean, I feel like their offense.
It's a rough start.
I
but
feel like their offense is this close to clicking, but their defense is toying.
You're saying that after a 3-point game?
I
No,
know,
I'm
I
just
know,
kidding.
but like I feel like they're. What I mean by this close, maybe 3 weeks of like steady, like points, and then
and
Mahomes
they
will
play
be
the
back or
Giants
something.
this week.
Exactly.
That'll be a good
So like,
warm-up
what if they
game.
get some confidence, and then the week after that they score like 28?
I
And
feel
then they
like
keep getting
it's
confidence.
completely broken if the Giants even. I don't know. If the Giants win it, I think the
Giants
season's-
are my lock this week for my pick and pool. They're my lock. Monday night. I think we ran out of time, but a great episode. Thanks everybody for watching, and we'll see you next time.